been so long, I forgot how to do this. So, hey guys, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 1. You might be thinking, whatever happened to Season 2, Episode, 4? Well, I apologize. The season kind of died down. It really just got lazy. So, we're going to start this one out strong. Most of you are under quarantine, so you got nothing better to do than to watch my show. Get ready. Today is actually going to be a really big grilling day to bring in the season. We're going to bring in strip steaks because they were on sale, but they're really thin. Meat counters are closed. I can't ask for really thick steaks, and I didn't work today, so I couldn't cut my own. And so I grabbed up some salmon, throw that on there too, and some grilled aspergrass. I think that's how it's pronounced. And we'll just see how all this plays out. Really, I've grilled them all multiple times, but I always just kind of wing it. So we'll see how this goes. Hang out. See what happens. Made a brand new seasoning just for today. We'll see how it goes. I didn't even taste it, so hopefully it's okay. We're going to start with the salmon. And start with that. We're going to package it up in some foil after we season it. Probably throw some butter in there. And see how we handle all that stuff. Alright, so I've already seasoned the salmon liberally, which I think is the right term here, as opposed to democratically, maybe? Republicanly. Anyway, it's seasoned very well with my own seasonings that I've created. So I've got the foil. We're going to go ahead and package it up, and we'll jump to the next item, see what's going on. Alright, I have rolled the salmon up into the foil. It's dang near airtight. I mean, it's the best I got. I didn't tear off a really big piece of foil. And I didn't measure the fish or nothing. I brought a yardstick. I was like, alright, this is stupid. Let's start over. So, I guesstimated. But remember, shiny side on the bottom that attracts all the heat. Also, I left the skin on the salmon. Some people say it adds flavor. I just don't want to do the extra work because I'm lazy to get it all off there. Because once it's done, it just falls off anyway. But yeah, so we'll move on to the next item. Probably either the strip steaks or the aspergrass over there. Because there's really nothing else to work with. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, this is the asparagus. I heard a rumor, and again, I'm just winging this stuff, that you're supposed to cut off the ends to make them fresher. So I went ahead and did that with one swift knife chop with handy dandy Blu-ray here. So maybe try that. I don't know. Whatever's best. Alright. As you can tell, I love foil for whatever reason, I guess. So we're going to wrap this in foil, but I've got a seasoned butter blend I made up here. It's got all sorts of stuff in it, including butter and seasonings. But we're going to pour that across the aspergrass and then roll it up and actually probably cut some slits across the top so that these bristles, I don't know if that's the technical term, Brussels? No, those would be Brussels sprouts. Anyway, these tree-looking things, they can get crispy because that's how I like mine. So, just pour that. And I'm sure when it's rolled up, it'll evenly disperse itself, probably. We'll see. Alright, so here's your asparagus roll. I added an extra piece of foil on the bottom to keep the butter seasonings in the top. See right through that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut slits right down here so we can roll this back and expose the bristles. This is a finished product there. You are welcome to tweak this as much as you want or do something completely different because, again, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants and hoping this works out. Alright, these are the centerpiece of the meal, the strip steaks. Now, like I said, these suckers are really thin. My district manager at work called steaks like this wafer thin. I don't understand the reference. If you do, please explain it to me in the comments because I don't know what that means. But they're too thin to sell, apparently. But if that's all you got at the store, I guess that's what we're buying. Being the consumers. So, this is what I got. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 adults eating this. So, this will be, our meal is a surf and turf and asparagus. Surf and turf asparagus. Alright, it's been like a week since you guys have seen my face. I've been showing you the meats, the vegetables and the butter. There's been a lot of butter. I'm not going to use foil on the steaks because that would personally be stupid. And I'll probably, with the asparagus, end up cutting the foil off that halfway through. We'll see. But on the steaks, I'm about to season those. You guys know what's going on with that. But we also know that the meat has to rest. We've talked about this for 2 seasons now. You with me still? The meat has to rest. It has to get to room temperature. So in that meantime, I'll go start the grill. It'll heat up. I'll scrub it with my handy dandy scrubber. Get the spatula. Get everything ready. And I'll meet you outside after we season the steaks together. Alright, we're going to season these together with my handy dandy seasoning. Do not pay attention to the label. I mixed this all myself with random stuff up there. So, let's see. Now, I like my seasoning pretty darn heavy, you know. Make sure it goes straight to the heart. And I know a lot of you remember this next part. Flip your freaking meat and season the other side. Because if you skip this part, just throw the whole meal away. No one's going to want it. It's gross. Your steaks are going to come out tough, even though that's not like science. But if you're not going to season both sides, you might as well just buy a hamburger, McDonald's, just some McDoubles. Call it a day. Order some pizza for the family. No one wants a half-seasoned steak. That's stupid. Alright, guys. We got to go start the grill. Come on. Come on. Here I am on location via my backyard. It's been many moons since you've last seen me here. So, I'm going to show you the grill. It's weathered. It's been years. You guys remember the grill. It was here last year. Just like me. The grill the year before was a little smaller. We all know what happened there. So, I'll show you how to make fire in case you're a caveman. You've never done that before. I don't know if you have caveman switches like I've got on this grill that you just press buttons and boom, fire. But if you do, then you're in luck because I can show you how to do this. Open the grill. That's it. Alright, there's stuff on the grill because I've been grilling throughout the off season. I don't stop. It's what I do. It's what I love to do. So we will have to clean it regardless. But first, you hit these dials, turn them to the little flame. That's what it's there for. It's the ignition. And then this button down here. Bam! See that? And turn the dial down just a hair. So we can superheat this sucker. And as it heats, this stuff on these bars will start to cook off. And we can come out here and scrub them off. It'll clean up a lot easier than if we were to walk out here in the dead of winter and try our best. It's not winter, dude. Guys, there's a cardinal up there. Hold on. Where's he at? Wow, that's so cool. Alright, the grill is very well heated. Look at that, it's like 500 degrees. That's probably really hot. Definitely hotter than me. I'm like a solid 6 on a good day. So, open it up. Whoo! Ooh, that's really warm. Oh, forgot I was zoomed in from the cardinal. My bad, guys. Use the handy dandy scrub brush right here. Been around as long as I have. And we're gonna clean these here grill bars to the best of our ability. Keep in mind that some people love to leave some of that on there for flavor or whatever. I'm kind of one of those people, again, because I'm lazy. I don't want to scrub the whole thing, like take the bars inside, put them in the dishwasher, you know. But get them as clean as you can, because nobody wants yester meat on their steaks and salmons. Alright, pretty darn clean. It's about time to bring everything out here, toss it on the grill, and see where everything ends up. Alright, we've got 3 different items here. The salmon, the asparagus, and the steaks. And all of them have to be cooked for different times. Probably different temperatures, but I've got one grill, one temperature. That's what we're working with here. I'm going to go ahead and toss the salmon on first, and the asparagus, because the asparagus is bundled as opposed to just laid out flat. That way they can get a head start, because these steaks will cook in like 3 seconds, give or take. So we'll start out with the salmon and the asparagus. Yeah, hang out for a while, see what happens. Got the salmon and the asparagus on, And here eventually we'll add the steaks. So stay tuned for more from our sponsors. We don't have any sponsors. That's why we're not famous. I'm sorry. We'll try harder next time. Alright, this is really hot, so I'm going to do this quick. But look at them little bristles getting crunchy. That's the best way. I'm not a chef by any means, but it looks good. It tastes good. Feels good. Good. PT, good for you. Good for me. Whatever. This is still the salmon. It's still here. Being salmon. And it's about time to throw these steaks on this here grizzle, as I learned that term from my good friend. I know him well. His name is Snoop Dogg, or Snoop Dizzle. I met him through multiple CDs from my older brother when I was young. But yeah, so me and him go way back. He doesn't know me, of course, but I know him on a pretty musically personal level. Dig. Alright, there's a slight sizzle in the background from the asparagus. Just roll that out. That didn't happen. You guys didn't see that. So, we're going to throw the steaks on. I don't know if now is the right time or if I'm a little late. I'm pretty bad at timing. You can ask most of the girls in high school that I went with. So, we're going to go ahead and throw these steaks on. And listen. That's the sound you guys have waited all winter to hear. Is that beautiful sizzle coming from my grill. No, you're too far. It's okay. It's okay. It's done. What's done is done. Alright, so everything is on the grill. Move the salmon up just a bit so it's more over the heat because it takes the longest to cook. We don't want to serve raw salmon. I'm not a sushi chef, but that's cool. And then here is the fat line on each of these strip steaks. We're going to try and char that a bit because it's the only way I'm going to eat that shit. And of course we know the asparagus is up here, still really hot, and I keep wanting to reach for it just to roll it like that, which worked out pretty well this time, and only hurt a little. Alright kids, see that blood coming through? Not so much on that one. That one definitely. That one not at all, because again we pushed it way too back. There's some blood there. We're going to go ahead and flip these, get underneath them, maybe turn that sumbitch sideways. That's what The Rock always said, sorry. I'm a 90s kid, what can I say? Now those are some beautiful grill lines, and look at that charred, just like I said. That was the goal here. So we're going to let these suckers sit on here for a little bit longer. Move the asparagus a bit. Maybe cut it open. See what happens. I'll do better when there's not a phone in my hand recording this. Salmon. Give that sucker some air. I took it on my own authority to turn these steaks sideways because I'm an independent woman who don't need no man. And there's the asparagus. Probably not the best situation for it. It's kind of hanging out being asparagus. You saw me poke the hole. It's right there. It's hot. Steamy. So this is what we got going on. A bunch of stuff on the grill, and we're about ready to take all of this off there. I hope the salmon's done. I don't have a thermometer, but I'm gonna pray to the salmon gods that everything is splendid. Is this how you cook asparagus? I really don't know what I'm doing here. So this is the finished product. I hope everything is done and not overdone. Mom is making some potatoes of a brine. So we'll see how those turn out as an extra side dish. We've got plenty of food in case you guys run out during the quarantine. Don't come here because this is our only meal left.